Republic government in exile and the Biafra de facto government in the homeland. Is my voice coming out clearly?
Very well, sir.
Do we have your deputy of Minister of Communication here with you?
Yes, he's here. You do co-host in place.
All right, I'm looking for him.
He's right up here on the speaker.
All right. I welcome every one of you this evening, fellow Biafrans, cabinet members that are listening, friends of Biafrans, and those well-wishers across the globe that are here or that will listen to this space today. This space is titled The Funeral as Restoration, Nigeria Funeral as Restoration of Independent Biafra Enters Final Stage. My fellow Biafrans, without wasting any of your time, I want you to understand that a lot of questions, a lot of concern are out there on the media, especially from Biafrans, and of course, from those one Nigerianists and the Islamic State, terrorist state of Nigeria, as confusion have entered their camp. It is very, very imperative that we come this evening to educate those who may have been misled or those who are still confused about what Biafra government is doing and how we intend to restore Biafra and become an independent state. My fellow Biafrans, today I would like to start by making references to countries that have done similar things that we are doing today. And I want you to understand one thing. What we are doing is restoration of a lost sovereign state. Biafra has been declared in 1967 as a result of injustices, as a result of killing, as a result of the dangerous diversity that the British Empire forced on us, and it didn't work out. So we look for a solution. The solution was discussed in at Abori in Ghana, and the outcome of that discussion gave birth to what is called Abori Accord. Abori Accord was truncated by the same people whose primary purpose was to conquer our land and turn everyone into Islamic State. Upon arrival from Abori, from Ghana to Nigeria, the agreement that was reached, where everybody was happy, was truncated by the same Nigeria under the leadership of Gowon. And they declared war on Biafra. So Biafra needed to defend itself by declaring the independence of Biafra under the leadership of Odumegwu Ojukwu. Just to give you a brief of how far we have come. That led to a genocidal war where Biafra fought against powerful nations of the world. At the end, there was a blockade. Our people did not die because of bullet. They died as a result of blockade through Ambazonia. Today, Ambazonia. So they used Cameroon, and a blockade was enforced, and there was no food coming into Biafra territory. Because then there was no social media. They blocked every media coverage, and nobody knew what was going on. At the end, Cameroon was compensated without the consent of the people using a place called Bakassi. Obasanjo decided that he would fulfill that agreement between Nigeria and Cameroon. So they compensated Cameroon by allowing their border to be used to enforce the blockade of Biafra. And so they gave them Bakassi as a compensation. Not knowing that in 2024, a man called Simon Ekpa will be in Finland waiting for an opportunity to deal with Nigeria and restore this sovereign state. For the best interest of Biafra people, those survival of that genocidal war. Today it is happening. My fellow Biafrans and friends that are listening this evening, I want you to understand that the reason we are doing what we are doing today in exile is because of the terrorism of the Nigeria state. Nigeria did not and will never give us enabling environment to compete and demonstrate that the people have given them vote of no confidence. So we cannot be on ground to challenge Nigeria. So for that reason, we are in exile and governing our people from exile. We are not the first to have done that. Only different is that our own is peculiar.
Ben Chooks, hold on. We should not misunderstand some things. When you check out the way different freedom fighters have fought their freedom, you see that they are not using the same formula. Mm-hmm.
This is antagonized question. He asked.
Oh, hold on. If this brother has been preaching about Pan-Africanism, he's also creating awareness. So that is one awareness on its own. And then the Biafran government under this prime minister is using a different formula to restore this Biafra. And if you check those that have fought for this Biafra before, they use a different formula as well. So you don't need to do everything the same way others have done, and then you must get the result. So don't criticize whoever is using his own different pattern to do his own or whatever message is passing there. Many of us here in the media, when we host programs, you may not have the same narrative like another person have. That is your own school of thought, yes. But when we put all of them together, you get a final result that will all take us to one place, freedom at the end. So everyone is entitled to his or her own opinion, but we should also just support them with whatever they are able to throw to the table, because all of them will contribute to taking us to where we are. Thank you so much. Let us not downplay everyone's effort or anyone's effort, because he's doing a lot from his own end and your own end also. So putting all of them together, we have a good result. Okay, we have our minister, Otunwamanya, your hand is up.
Yes, so thank you, the minister, honorable minister. I greet you, Your Excellency, the Prime Minister. I greet you from my end. I see our COS. Good evening, honorable minister. Greetings, every honorable minister in the house. I greet all of you. Yes, a quick one, because today, listening to these criminals' space, one man by a name, he said his name is Evaristus Odenikeze. This man said he served in the U.S. military, and that he is going to write. He put up a threat that he's going to write to the Secretary of State in the U.S. to dissolve under Joe Biden. He's going to write to them to dissolve our government, BRG, and he said everything that our Prime Minister is not able to have or register this government in Europe. That is why he registered it in Maryland. This man today was saying all manner of things that he's going to make sure that he wrote and sent.
Please stop repeating the nonsense that an idiot talks about. I didn't hear that.
I just want to put this in. I want to put it here.
No.
Waiting for him.
Stop laying emphasis
I'm waiting for this man.
Otunwamaya, please, 1 minute. Don't lay emphasis on the narrative of an idiot. You understand? That's such a fellow. I didn't hear such a narrative, but you know that person is an idiot. There's nowhere our government is that we are not registered. Even in Europe, everywhere we have a liaison, we are registered there. And so when an idiot is talking, you don't bring that narrative and talk about it. You just ignore a fool and talk about it. If you want to address him, and they don't bring out his thoughts and what he said and begin to make it look like what he said was making sense.
I want to put it on record and let Biafrans know that after we wait for this man and nothing happened, we will go all out. We will come all out for him.
Are you going to wait for him? Why are you talking like this, Otunwamaya?
No, I'm going to wait
and nothing happens. When you know that it's an empty.
No, when he said he's going to dissolve our government, and I'm waiting for him. So
we'll help them happen then wrong at
so the enemies, they should know that we are listening to them and we are counting steps. Every step you make and whatever you are doing, know it that what we are doing is even more. Mind what you say against this government. Be warned, because our PM don't find you, but if you find our PM, you will go down. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Otumwamoya. If you had listened to what my minister Van Van Vam said, that guy is a buffoon. And a buffoon is someone that is domiciled in America and does not know that America is the one commanding everything in this planet Earth for now. Look at NATO. When you look at what is happening in NATO, decisions of how weapons will be used, who weapons will be given, who is to be defended, it is America that takes the highest decision before it is disbursed and before it is now stipulated on how it is to be used. So if he sees our office in America, the headquarters in America, and does not know the significance of us having that office there, then he is the biggest fool of this century. And then he has not seen the moves and the meetings of the congressmen and the Speaker of the House of America and everything that the lobbyists are doing. Those are not people that we should even be wasting our time on. But the media is hereby advised, any animal coming out from left, right, center, you have to give them woto. Don't messy anybody. Starting from anyone that is telling you that his father and mother owns Bîafրա, his son and husband owns Bîafրա, that she is the law, or she is the mother queen or father queen of Bîafրա. Let them know that that time and those years have come and gone. That men are dying and defending motherland. So you cannot sit at the comfort zone somewhere speaking nonsense and then tell us you are this or that. So we move. Thank you so much, my honorable. We come to David Nana. Over to you.
Thank you so much, my honorable minister, Sonny Akparawa, the best minister of information that we have ever had. I also appreciate your presence, Deputy Minister of Information. And wonderful people and lovers of freedom, I also extend my greetings to the honorable ministers of our government that are here as well. I appreciate everyone. Yeah, although I had a question for our Prime Minister, unfortunately, he's not here. Let me make my contribution. I want to say that I'm so much impressed by the way our Prime Minister responded to the, to the information, false information making around the social media about the proposed sit at home tomorrow. It's very, very important. Our Prime Minister is so vast in knowledge. That information has to go wide because of the name that was attached to it. And what name is that? Bîafրա government. That Biafran government, what it means is that the Biafran people have so much embraced their government, so much loved their government, that whatever they feel the government says, it will stand. Because I got a lot of calls from homeland. When our Prime Minister makes some submissions, we have to pass it around in the homeland. And when they get some informations that they did not hear from us, they have to confirm. So a lot of people call to know actually what is the stand of the government. And I said, our Prime Minister will come online today to debunk whatever, to give the real direction on what should be happening and what should not be happening. But for the fact that these people capitalize on our government to issue out orders where they know that the Biafran people will listen to is also a plus for us. If Biafran people, like our Prime Minister said, decide to sit at home tomorrow, it's because they thought it was coming from our government. If they decide to go to their various works, it's because our Prime Minister have already issued an order on that. There was no sit at home that is coming from the government of Bîafրա. That is so important, coming out to debunk it or say, no, we have a kind of, a ripple effect. But the way our prime minister responded to it, I want to give him kudos. This is the best prime minister of our time, and I want to use this opportunity to appreciate him for what he has done. He has been able to change the dynamics when it comes to freedom. As I'm talking to you right now, Biafra land is very much happy with the actions, with the activities of our government. The protection of our people is very much known in Biafra land. Our people are so much happy about what is happening. And we are waiting for the redeclaration of Biafra for people to understand actually that the Biafra land is under the control of the government of Biafra, because the restoration of Biafra will be able to restore the lost glory that Nigeria have taken away from us. So I really so much appreciate what the government is doing. And I say kudos to all the Biafrans, especially the government cabinet members who are working assiduously to make sure that Biafra is restored. And I use this medium as well to remind each and every one of us of what the government is doing to restore our nation. Embrace the special IOU loan, very, very important. And you will be very happy and glad that you did, because our government will be able to recognize your contributions towards it when it matters most. Thank you so much, my ministers, as I hand down from here.
Thank you, Mazi. Please, there are two hands that are up, but I'm curious to hear from Baron Ajike. Can you pick the mic? Where have you been, my brother? I was, some people have been asking me about you. Where have you been watching Eke? Baron. Well, I think his network is not.